My name is Jeff Odundo. I'm the CEO of the Nairobi Securities Exchange. This is a role I took up in 2015, and primarily my focus was to reposition the exchange from a service infrastructure into a commercial infrastructure. That's when we set up a number of new programs in order for us to achieve some of our objectives. So we came up with a strategic plan whose aspiration was to make the NSE a leading market infrastructure. Our vision and mission were very aligned towards providing regional exchange with a global reach and also to provide a world-class infrastructure. The Ibuka program that we set up essentially helps startups come in to prepare themselves to corporatize. If they've already established, then they come to this program for validation. Right now, for you to access public capital, there are certain requirements. If you're not aware of these, then it becomes very difficult for you to raise capital. That platform is very visible to financiers. So if they're very happy with you, then we're able to also to link you with consultants who are able to take you to do a capital fundraise for you. We have partnered with a number of financiers platforms so that once they're happy with the validation and process you've gone through, you're able to pitch to potential financiers. We have a partnership, for instance, with a platform called VNext from the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. So we were able to have some of our companies on the Ibuka program do a pitch to investors in China virtually. And that way then you're able to connect them to opportunities to exit or to raise pre-seed capital or those kind of things. The other thing is that we have a very huge pool of local and international capital. For instance, the pension funds in this country currently have a total of $16 billion. What's actually in the market is only 21% of that. But the pension funds do not want to invest in a private equity that does not have some form of oversight and two, some form of liquidity event. Because they have to be in an asset class that allows them to exit when people need their money. So that's why we provide a very good platform for startups and private equity to access this capital. One of the things we're carrying out as the capital markets in Kenya is a revision of our public listing offer and disclosure regulations. For instance, if you want to raise money in this market, you must have a profit track record of 3 out of 5 years of profitability. Which startup has that? None. So we are revising those regulations, and essentially what we're going to do is create two big markets. So we're going to have the main market, and then we're going to have an SME market. And within the SME market, we'll also have the SME equity markets and the SME fixed income market, meaning that you can raise mini bonds as opposed to the large bonds. Today, if we sit on committees with the New York Stock Exchange, with the London Stock Exchange, because we have a relevant contribution to give. So when we are discussing derivatives, the London Stock Exchange has a derivative, New York Stock Exchange has a derivative, Johannesburg Stock Exchange has a derivative. So other exchanges in Africa, other than JSE and us, would not be in that conversation. And today we are cited in many topical discussions and hoping that we can actually make a contribution to Kenya by providing financial solutions both to the private and public sectors.